we thought that it would be essential to share how technology is changing the way we develop, the way we sell, the way we invest, just basically the way we manage real estate. So from AI-driven properties to blockchain transactions and digital tools. So that being said, we'll get right into it. So we have an incredible speaker here with us who will basically walk us through our topic. He would also share his insights, and we would have a live Q&A session so that you can feel free to drop your questions, or you can just hold on to when we have that session and you can ask them live. So let me get right into it to welcome our speaker. So join me to give a warm welcome to our speaker. His name is Sir Joseph Emmanuel. He is a visionary entrepreneur. He is a dynamic keynote speaker, and he is the CEO of LSE Properties. So with a passion for empowering millennials to build wealth through real estate, he is here to share some invaluable insights with us that can help us to transform our financial future. So once again, please help me give a warm welcome to our speaker, Mr. Joseph E. Manuel. Hi, sir. It's a pleasure to have you with us, sir. You can unmute your mic now, and the floor is yours.
Okay, awesome. Can you hear me?
Yes, you can.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
All right, awesome. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending whatever time or wherever part of the world you're joining in from. I'm super excited for this. So in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to be sharing my piece on how developers can leverage technology for growth. How you could use technology to scale up your sales, grow your company, and make a shit ton of money this year. Now, my name is Joseph Emmanuel. I'm the CEO of LSE Properties, a real estate company based in Abuja. We got our property sold out. I launched last year, sold out. We're moving now, expanding to Ibadan. We leverage on technology, and this was all possible. Now, I'll start by saying this: technology has not come to replace the developers. It has come to help us scale up and make more money. Now, I'm going to break down my teachings into three: one, the why, the how, and then the tools importance. Now, first of all, the why. Why should you, as a real estate developer, leverage technology? The answer is simple. The world is evolving. The world is going digital. So whoever is not evolving with the world, we're going to leave you behind. Now, sorry, please, while you're on this call, do me a favor, just type your name and then the name of your brand so that I could also acknowledge you. Sorry for that. I see top people here. So your name, your brand, and then the location so I could also acknowledge you. Now, back to what I was saying. First of all, the why. It's very important because why? The world is evolving. Technology is taking over. So if you are using crude patterns of selling, the world is going to leave you behind. So the why is very important. Market shift. Most of your clients, 90% of clients right now, before they buy, they check online, they search the location, they search your brand. Whatever pops up controls their buying decision. So buyers' behaviors have automatically changed. So you need to also evolve with the pace. The second reason why you should leverage technology is the efficiency and speed. With prop tech softwares like Nigeria Property Pro, Nigeria Property Center, all these websites, you could easily sell out your property even with off-plan projects. You just upload it, and then you have Nigerians in the diaspora also buying into your projects. Now, with speed, you could leverage tools like Google Map, Go, visual realities, without even spending money on inspection. You could just be from the comfort of your office. You could show the clients the property, the landmark around it without spending money. So, like I said, the first point, market shift. The second point is efficiency. The third part is the competitive advantage. Now, the honest truth is Nigerians are opening up to the importance of technology. In sales, little things is what makes the most difference. Again, little things is what make the most difference. Most difference, sorry. Now, most clients, the fact that you can easily help them to buy into a property of their choice with ease. They want to do business with you, and they also refer people to do business with you. I always tell my students this: you're not the only one selling what you are selling. What will make clients to buy from you and continue to buy from you is simply customer satisfaction. give them what they want, how they want it, and make it easy for them to get it. Now, the only way you could do all of these three easily is by what? Leveraging technology. Now, these are the three major whys why you should leverage technology. Now, the how tools. One, you could leverage CRM tools. I know a particular developer in Lekki that grew his sales by 40% simply in the space of 6 months, simply by using CRM tools. Now, the tool he used was Pipedrive CRM. Now, for those that don't know CRM basically customer relation management tools. Now, the importance of this is that it helps you to manage your leads, follow up your leads, and close effectively. Now, if you're a very busy person like myself now, there are many times leads will just come in around what do you call it? People engage in my post, they enter my DM. I tend to forget. But then with CRM tools, I can effectively manage it. Even without me doing it, I have a team now that can effectively follow up on those leads and then convert them to cold leads to hot leads and convert them to eventually buying clients. With CRM tools, one thing is sure is that you are no longer leaving your leads on red. You are managing them properly. You can filter them also. The ones that want to buy now, the ones that still need closing, the ones that need calls with them and all of that. You could effectively categorize your leads into proper sequences so that you know who and who to give the most attention to. Another tool you could also use is drone and 3D visual tours. Now, like I said earlier, you don't need to always spend money going for inspections. From the comfort of your office, you could use Google Earth, use Google Map Pro, show the clients the site. Another tool you could use is what they call itself, 3D renders. Yeah, I know a lot of developers in Lagos also. They use 3D renders to sell off their property at off-plan stage. They simply send these renders to the client. Very, very easy. They are buying. Get what they are going to pay money for. Do you get? All of this is very, very important. Another tool that you could leverage on is Estel Intel. Now, this particular software is a Nigerian-based data software that helps you to track the demand of properties here in Nigeria on specific location, and then it helps you to know where to buy per time. For example, developers from Lagos coming to Abuja, this place that all of them are rushing towards. It's three locations: Kerishi, Gwagwalada, and Kuje. Simple. The demand is high for those regions. That's why they are moving towards those sides. And then, as a developer, to succeed, you must know how to use data. Data should be your friend. If you don't know how to use data, you just invest money into wrong locations and wonder why your business is not growing. But then this is not about data class. This is importance of leveraging technology. Now, how to implement this tool? Very simple. The first thing you could do is start small. Some of these CRM tools are expensive. You could start with what is free or what is affordable. You get. Another cheat code that people don't know is that you could use WhatsApp Business API as
Hi, Mr. Speaker. I don't know if it's
once
just me, but we can
the
hear you. You're breaking, sir. Can you hear me?
you have a follow-up message for them, and then when they close and all of that. Using a class on how to use WhatsApp business, but then that is one too. Another very important thing is invest into digital marketing. As a company, one part you should start your name, you start your branding. What are they seeing online? So very important, you must invest in digital marketing so that you'll be able to rank well on Google. Optimize your page with SEO so that when they start, for example, lands in Lekki, lands in Lagos or whatever, your company or your brand can easily pop up. You get leverage on reels. As anybody in comment section, let me know where you stopped hearing me so that I know where to pick it from.
All right, sir. So we picked up from the place where you
Anyone, let me
had
know where you stopped hearing me from
leverage.
in the comment
Can you hear me,
section
sir?
so I know where.
Okay, sorry about that, everyone. I think our speaker is having network issues. Hi, sir. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now, loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear also. Please, where do you stop hearing me so I know where to pick it from?
Okay, where you said that we should leverage digital technology. Did you get me, sir?
Okay, so yeah, leverage digital marketing actually. So can you still hear me?
Yes, I can.
Ah, shit. Okay. So I said invest in digital marketing. So a lot of developers over time from experience I've observed, they spend more money on just billboards and all of that. They forget the digital marketing. Like I was saying, as a CEO, as a brand, your online presence is like your CV that clients go to check out before they buy from you. Remember, I said in the beginning of the class, buyers' behavior has changed. So 90% of clients that buy right now, they will first check your genuineness online. You firstly check Instagram. So how optimized is your Instagram, starting from your bio to how you arrange your content to even the type of content. Very, very important. So invest in digital marketing, very important. Have a website. Make sure that your website is properly optimized with SEOs using keywords. If you don't know how to get those keywords, you could use Google Keyword Planner. You could use Uber Suggest. There are different softwares that can help you get the keywords that will help you rank also. Leverage tools like YouTube. I have a friend as a developer. Most of his clients are from the diaspora, and then how he got all of them is from YouTube. So while you are building on Instagram, also think of expanding. Also, you get so I talked about also running ads is good. The advantage is that you get to target your audience, but then creating organic content is also very, very key because you spend less there. Just make sure that what you are actually putting out there is value. And I always tell people value simply means anything that is useful, helpful, and important to your clients. And every time you say hello, smart investor, hello, this, sometimes you drop content like 3 ways to verify the genuineness of your property, um, 4 different types of land documents, stuff like that. Are stuff that clients are normally searching for. For example, you go on TikTok, you can search TikTok creator insights. Now you will see different key stuff that are trending in the real estate industry that you can use to create content. That way you create those videos, you didn't have people searching for them. So you're just connecting the demand and supply. That's how to easily get views and go viral on TikTok. Very, very simple strategy. So when it comes to tech or tech real estate developers, broad a broad thing. It's not just centered around your website or just around your what do you call it, around your app or anything. All of these, the simple goal is what? To help you scale up. Like I said in the beginning, tech is not here to scrap developers out of the picture, but it's here to help you scale up and make more money with lesser effort. Remember, I said the why, three whys. One, there's market shift. People are now focused more on online presence before doing business with the person. That's why you see there are some clients that they will check for the following before they even buy from you. Simple, because buyers' behavior has changed. The second reason I said was competitive advantage. Leveraging tech gives you better advantages than your competitors. For example, you know the data to use when even trying to buy a product. Like I said, you could use estate intel to see data for demand of property in different locations. Two, you could use CRM tools to help you do what? Manage your leads, follow up your leads, and close your leads effectively. And then the third why I said was efficiency and speed. You get to close clients faster. You get to spend lesser because you don't always have to take all clients to inspection. Excuse me. You could easily, from your comfort of your office space, show them the sites, the landmarks around it, and all of that. You could also show them 3D renders. That way, you even close clients without even them having to come over. Now, I've closed clients that I've not even seen. I've there's a client I sold to in Russia. The only thing that guy asked me for was a visual inspection. So I sent one of my staff to site. He did a video call. He showed them, and then he bought immediately. Simple. So that's how powerful technology is. Technology is meant to make everything simple for you as a developer. So I believe my 20 minutes is up. I trust I was able to do justice on how you could always scale up. Thank you to the team at Landest. Thank you very much. And then I'll still get around for questions if there's any.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, for that insightful presentation. I'll just like to recap on some things before we go into the Q&A. So please, participants, you can get your questions ready at this time. You can either drop them in the in-call messages or you just hold on to them and, we can speak live on this session. So yes, I resonate with something that you said about technology hasn't come to take over things. It has come to help you scale up. That's a lot of fear that we have picked from developers in the market. When you go to speak to them, they feel like, oh, technology is coming to replace them completely. However, that is not the case. Technology is just coming to help you work faster and work smarter. So before we go into the Q&A, or rather, I would like to kick things off just so that I can kind of break the ice and let our participants speak. So I would like to ask. So from some of my interactions with developers, Mr. Joseph, oftentimes many developers they hesitate to adopt technology due to the cost, or maybe especially aside the cost, the complexity, right? So with this in mind, what are some other ways, or would I say budget friendly ways, that you can encourage developers to integrate tech, into their real estate operations?
All right, so that is very, very good question. So I'll start by saying the reason why there's a fear in that region is simply because of the lack of competence. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Ooh, okay, okay. So the reason why there's a lot of fear from developers is because of the lack of competence. Now, I personally know of someone, a developer based in Abuja. She has spent over 800K to this her digital marketer to run ads for her. That whole month, she didn't get any single lead, any single lead, any single lead. She went back to the person and complained. He was like, he's sorry. I reformed me back my money. He started paying in pieces. Now, I particularly I paid somebody money to run ads for me. I still did not see results. It was as if I was throwing money into a bottomless pit. So bottom line is they've had experience before that were not good. So and this industry, you use money to make money. So we don't want to waste that money because that money can be used for something better. So that is the first reason why a lot of people are scared. Now, you talk about alternatives that developer can use to introduce tech in their business. Now, first, like I said, some CRM tools are expensive. So if you can't afford them, you could go for the cheaper or the freer versions, or you could easily use the WhatsApp Business API for your CRM. That is one. Then for ads, you could hire an expert. You could hire an expert in-house instead of outsourcing the job in-house. So that way you could always track his performance. And then if 1 month you're not getting your results, you sack him, you place somebody else. Two, you could also like the strategy I introduced for my company LSC was that I got a content strategist, I got a digital marketer also that have proven experience. These are people that they've worked, I've seen their CV, they've got the results that I'm looking for. So instead of testing the waters afresh, I now work with only people that are experts in that niche. So that saves me from spending money because in the beginning I was trying to look for cheaper offers on the market. So the cheaper offers ended up biting me because I ended up spending more. So those are alternatives that you could use. And then, like I said, instead of going always for inspections, you could always use a 3D visual tour, leveraging tools like Google Earth, Google Map, Google also. And then sometimes instead of spending heavily on ads, you could also leverage prop tech platforms that you could easily post your listings on there and then get access to buyers across the country. For example, you could post on Gigi. Gigi has a platform, a part for properties. You could post on Nigerian Property Center, Nigerian Property Grow, propertypro.ng, a ton of them. And then most buyers from that platforms are based in the diaspora. Very, very simple. And then if you can spend money on ads, then you must double your efforts on organic content. And then the easiest way to go viral is on TikTok. So hire a strategist that will teach you and write out a content that suits that platform. That way you spend less. So I hope I was able to answer that.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for bringing
Can you
clarity
hear me?
to. Yes, loud and clear. Can you hear me?
My
I can hear
network.
you. Can you
Can you
hear
hear
me?
me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me now? Hi, Mr. Joseph. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, I can.
Okay. Yes, I did. I got everything you
I
said.
can. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. I got everything you said. It
Yes,
was
I can. Yes. Yes,
okay. It was quite clear. So I'm going.
yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. So yes, we have someone's hand up. Please, you can take the floor. Just unmute your mic.
Okay, thank you so much, Sir Emmanuel, for such an impactful session. You've really dived into a whole lot. So I have a question, and I want to know how can real estate companies balance the need for innovation with the risks of investing in improving technologies? So I want to know how possible that can be. Thank you.
So, you said how can real estate companies balance what
Yes,
exactly? I didn't get that
I
ending part.
I said, how can real estate companies balance the need for innovation with the risks of investing in improving technologies?
Okay. All right. So, improving technologies. Very simple. First of all, who is selling me the idea? Who is selling me the idea? I like to look at the numbers first of all, and then I like to before I invest in the person before I invest in the idea. I'm a very big fan of lines then. You see, before the person is coming to pitch his business, you look at how he's talking, and then from your level of confidence, they know, okay, to a certain level, that business can actually work. Remember, sales is a transfer of enthusiasm and confidence. So a client can know when you yourself you don't believe in that thing. You get. And then from the numbers also, how have you tested the stuff before I invest in it? So for the risk part, first of all, I always tell my people, no risk, no reward. No risk, no Lamborghini. If I take a risk on something I believe in, it just might be the next big thing. So first of all, I need to first look at the system that you are trying to sell to me, or look at the tech that you are trying to sell to me. How can it help me get XYZ results? Do you get? I look at the promised result that you're offering me, and then the strategy that you are actually saying I need to take to get that result. So if it is not making sense, then I don't invest in it. In real estate, will say whenever the offer is too good to be true, it's obviously a scam. So, for example, now you're trying to tell me, let me give ads for example, you're trying to tell me with 50,000 naira, I can get 1,000 leads. Already, I know that what you're saying is nonsense. You want to just eat my 50K and go. But if, for example, you are saying, okay, if I should upscale my ad budget to, let's say, 100K, I can get at least 50 quality leads. Let's say include 5%. We're selling properties in millions, the commission is millions. You can balance up. That looks more realistic. And then you say that the entry is lower, so I can actually reach that for the first month. Do you get? So the answer is this now. The risk that you are actually pitching to the person, is it common sense? Like, is it visible also? Do you get? First of all, who is selling the idea to me? What idea you are selling to me? And then the strategy that you're actually selling to me. Is it something that is actually working for me? Do you get? And then the strategy that you're actually selling to me. These three things is what I look for when I'm trying to go into any level of risk. Do you get? So I don't know if that helped, but then I hope it did.
Yes, sir. It was very helpful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that question. The floor is open now. If any other person has any question to ask, please you can just unmute your mic and ask the speaker.
Hi, thank you very much for this insightful session. So I have a question. As a
So
founder that's integrated technology into your business, what are the internal processes, the internal changes that you had to go through, that you had to implement, considering that developers are generally skeptical about how this will affect their operations? I don't know if you got that clearly. Do you need me to take the question again? Hello?
I
Did
think
you
I
hear?
yes, please. Yes, please. Please take it again. Take it again. Take it again. My network. Please take the question again. Take the question again.
Okay. Um,
Hi
I was
Tracy, can
typing
you
it
hear
in the
me?
comment section. Yes, I can hear you. I was typing it in the comment section. So I
Okay.
said, as a founder who has integrated technology into your business,
Yeah.
what are like the internal changes that your team had to go through? What are the things you had to implement and put in place? Because we all know that internal teams don't really like changes. So for you that have implemented integrated technology before, what were the changes you and your team had to go through? What were the things you had to change, the things you had to accept, the things you had to put in place to ensure that technology works for your business? Thank you.
Okay. All right. So two major changes. The first, you have to learn, unlearn, relearn. The second part is that you need to let go of some stuff, or and you need to retrain some stuff. I'll explain. When I started my business, the very first person that I hired, that was my My secretary, yeah, my receptionist. Yes. Now, can you still hear me?
Yes.
Ah, my network.
No, we
Can you
can
still hear me?
hear you.
Okay, okay, yeah. So I said the very first person I hired was my receptionist, and then also the secretary. Now, the reason why I hired her was while I was looking for that particular office space, she met me and then she was like, "Sir, I'm looking for a job. Here's my application letter. Please, sir, please, sir, please, sir." Just like that, I just saw her. I just liked her because I thought I wasn't really dressed all serious that day. So for her to give me, and then I just connected with her. I gave her the chance. Now, prior to that time, I didn't know that she was not fully educated. She was not even tech savvy at all. But then I like to believe in people, so I gave her the benefit of that. We brought her into the system, and then I noticed she was using a touchlight phone. I bought her an Android phone because so that we can communicate. If I'm having a meeting, we schedule meetings for me and all of that. But then I noticed that mentally, she was not seeing the bigger picture that I wanted for her. She was very okay with her salary. Her work, she felt like she should just come, clean the office, and just go back. I tried to pay for a training for her to learn how to use basic Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word. She was not interested at all. Her work was just to come and clean, go, seek, and all of that. So that type of person, as much as I was trying, I noticed I was just planting on an unfertile soil. So what I just did was I had to let her go. Do you get? Now, whoever I'm employing into the system now, first things first, I'm selling the idea of the company to you. I'm telling you that now I always tell my staff that you're not going to be with me forever. LSC is a training ground for you. So I'm training you to be an entrepreneur. So if you are not ready to go for yourself, I'm not ready to work with you. It's as simple as that. So everybody that's coming in, you must be tech savvy. That way, when systems are coming in now, because trends will be coming in eventually. Once I introduce you to the team, they can easily pick up. I don't have to start training you from scratch again. Do you get? So those are just like the basic systems. Like I said, unlearn, relearn, and then learn the first thing, and then the second part is that you have to filter your team. The same set of people that help you make your first 1 million will not be the set of people who help you make your next 10 million. You must grow as a CEO. Your team must also be ready to grow. So whoever is not growing with you, let the person grow. It's just business. It's no sentiment. Do you get? And then one simple thing I would every single week, I have every single day of the week, I have train my team. I'm growing, they're growing also. I don't know if that helped, Tracy, but for me.
Yes, we can hear you. Hi, Tracy. Does that answer your question, please? Okay, while we wait for Tracy to respond, that was a very insightful response. Truly and truly, we need to relearn, unlearn, and this goes beyond just integrating technology. Even in our lives, there are certain things that we need to learn, and just learn something new. So yes, we are wrapping up. We promised that it was going to be a 15-minute session. We don't want to keep you too long because we understand that you have to go back to your other tasks for the day. But just before we wrap up, I would want to quickly introduce you to a platform, and that platform is the host company of this webinar called Landest. And basically, the platform helps Did somebody want to say something? Okay. So it is made specifically for developers to help them seamlessly integrate technology into their business, into their existing operations. So Landest was basically designed to bridge the gap, between real estate and technology, and giving this will give developers a tool that they can use to scale efficiently. So we have heard the different reasons as to why we should scale. At this point, there is a platform that it's that is saying, yes, we understand that there's a need to scale, but there is a platform that we have on ground, and it would most definitely help you with providing your clients with financing options, that is mortgage plans. Also, you get an exclusive marketplace for your property and your land displays, and the keyword is on exclusive. Also, you get automated market analysis. You get seamless customer interactions, because what you get from the Landest platform is a customizable mobile app that is available on iOS and also on Android. So your customers get to interact with your products one on one, and ultimately this would simplify, the entire buying experience for the client. Landest is basically here to just help you start, your journey with evolving um, with the industry. We're here to hold your hand. We're here to provide you with a platform that has already been put in place that can help you to revolutionize your entire operations and help you integrate tech or integrate into tech. You can take a look at our platform. It is, I just dropped the link on the in-call messages. So after this call, you can take your time to just read more to see how Landers can actually help you to transform and develop your real estate company. So once again, thank you so much to our speaker for taking out time, to speak to us. It was insightful, of course. And most definitely, thanks to you for joining, for taking out some time out of your busy schedule. We do not take it for granted. So if you found this session valuable, so just stay connected with us. We have these webinars once a month. The goal of the webinar is to educate the real estate space on different things that are trending, different things that we have been able to identify. So once we see a gap, we bring it to your knowledge, and we hope that by the time you go back, you are able to implement all these strategies that you get from our educational webinars into the strategies that you use to run your company. And we ultimately wish you the best. So have a fantastic day, and let us just keep building a future that we all want to live in. And we look forward to partnering with you. Thank you, everybody, for joining, and enjoy the rest of your day.